It is one of those cities you don't hear much about, but Jacksonville, Florida is an eye-opener for jet setters who love good food.
And Jacksonville has a place in what might be one of the biggest disruptions and advancements to the worldwide economy.
Plus, we unearth a great deal for you if you want to indulge in the all-inclusive Hard Rock resorts.
And head to a golf course that has a strange par 4, and we see how John played it. Cheers and welcome. We are coming to you from Jacksonville, Florida.
We're actually here at a great place to hang out near a pool, but we are also going to take you to Everbank Field, the home of the NFL's Jacksonville Jaguars.
And there we enjoyed some tailgating with some folks who were incredibly hospitable and friendly to us.
And what we didn't realize was Jacksonville is a great food town.
What up?
Yeah, baby.
Go Jaguars! Jags back, yeah! We in it for the win, baby. Oh yeah! Y'all make some noise behind me. Make some noise for the Jaguars! Yes! Yes, you need a beat too.
Jacksonville loves their Jags, as we found out. We crashed some tailgaters outside Everbank Stadium.
And it's not all beads and Jaguar logos either. We found some great food beyond hot dogs and hamburgers.
Eric Totsky is a Navy vet who cooked on subs. He plans his meals long in advance, like these Korean
Made
ribs.
up my own marinade for it and everything, so nice and sliced short ribs that are Korean style, and then grilling them up.
Nice. Okay, so you said during the season when it gets a little chillier, you kind of change.
Then we'll do like a jambalaya. So we'll bring out the big pots and all that stuff, and we'll do jambalaya because it's nice and cool out. Don't want to do it during the heat.
All right. And one of your friends here was saying that you guys kind of do this in layers. So you got
Yes.
this
Next
going.
is next will be the boneless pork, and then the cheese hot dogs will come out after that.
Nice. Now, do you look forward to this? I mean, you.
Oh yeah, we plan this. This is something that we plan all year long. Get all the setup and everything. You know, the tents, the tables, everything. So yeah, this is something that you think about well in advance.
His buddy Dave was also a Navy chef. He says he doesn't cook anymore, but he whipped up this pasta salad.
Yep, balsamic vinaigrette.
And you just whipped this up yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you don't cook anymore. Come on, wait a minute.
This is bruschetta, little bruschetta, and some salami and cheese that he threw in there.
Tailgating right here is huge. One reason is the building with the nearby restroom.
But right next to the stadium is another prolific tailgater, Wes Bernhardt.
We do a huge tailgate every week. Typically preseason is not when we start, but we decided to start this week. We always tailgate. It's traditional for us to do something from where the team that is visiting, where they're from. So we decided Skyline Chili, which is a Cincinnati favorite, and then Montgomery Inn barbecue sauce on ribs is a big one. So we smoked the ribs out, had flown in some Montgomery Inn barbecue sauce, basted them up and grilled them out here after smoking them for about 7 hours.
Are you a professional chef?
No, just love to cook.
My God, now how long do you prepare this?
Depends on the week. If it's something that needs a lot of preparation, I can start early in the week. Sometimes we'll cook a whole pig out here at a night game, and I start that at least 7 days beforehand. A couple weeks when you talk about ordering it, but between brining it and injecting it and things like that, we could spend a long time doing these things. But we get prepared as much as possible, depending on what it is.
And you invite all your friends?
So we've got about 150 people on an email list. Kind of do a blog, and then everybody contributes, everybody adds in. We do shots. You see you've got Bengal Tiger shots there. So people bring a little alcohol, bring a bar, and everybody contributes. So it's a really great input from everyone in a well-attended event.
Jacksonville is more than just the Jaguars. One of our Lyft drivers called it a small, quaint town masquerading as a big city. It has a corporate feel in the downtown, but it also has a touch of the Deep South. This is a military town too, and since it's on the water, it also has a lot of beaches.
Jacksonville has plenty of ride services. We use Lyft most of the time here, and that is good because Jacksonville has many great restaurants.
We found a gem called Orsay. It is a French restaurant, but it is hip, modern, and French. We snuck in on a Saturday night with a wide variety of patrons of different ages and ethnicities.
The staff here is deeply committed to their food. They take tests on the menu every week, and that attention to detail really pays off.
They also have some very creative cocktails like this blood orange martini. Another cocktail with an orange theme was the Crucial Taunt with rum.
These roasted oysters were superb with bacon, spinach, and Parmesan cheese.
Get this entree, the cassoulet. This is a duck leg confit with local field peas, roasted tomatoes, bacon, and Pommery pan sauce. It was also our waiter Patrick's favorite.
We also love this black truffle mac and cheese. Do we need to say anything more? No, it's black truffle mac and cheese.
Next, we found Hawkers. This is in Jacksonville's art section. This place was jamming.
It was described to us as Asian tapas or Asian street food, and it was fabulous.
We tried this coconut sake. Warning, very addicting. We could have slurped and slurred this all night long.
We began with this curry chicken, a nice bite, but not too much. Then we got kimchi rice. This had a little bite to it as well. It was superb with the veggies and the fried eggs in it. And next we combined them both together, and that was perfect.
As great as that was, this may have been the winner. The bulgogi beef tacos. Yes, it is an Asian place, but the beef had a luscious Asian taste with some kimchi and an extra bite.
Next, we hit the San Marco area of Jacksonville. It is a great spot for jet setters to walk around and try some great cuisine.
We were served some libations at the Grape and Grain Exchange. This is a bar and liquor store, but in the back on certain nights, this becomes a speakeasy in honor of those who defied prohibition. Everything is out in the open now, as the bartenders here, they really know their stuff.
The owner, Jackson, put together a special drink for us. It's called the Veau Carré, a Manhattan-style cocktail, but you have to ask for it. It's not on the menu.
Next, we hit Taverna. This is just another surprise from the Jacksonville culinary scene. The treat was these prawns cooked in olive oil, garlic, and red peppers. You actually used the bread to sop up the juice even after the shrimp was gone.
Yes. And another great find near the airport is Millhouse Steakhouse. What a surprise. This was a great tasting gumbo. It might have needed a tad more salt, but we still thought it was worth opening your meal with. This steak and prawns dish was fabulous too. The steak was cooked to perfection at medium rare, and the prawns were nicely spiced in butter and garlic.
So Jacksonville has a lot to offer. Don't put off that trip to go there.
And when we come back, we take a look at a new form of currency that just might change the world.
And part of it started right here in Jacksonville with a pizza.
Undercover Jet Setter is booming.
We are looking for partners to attract consumers interested in travel, food, mixology, wine, restaurants, and golf.
Your business and expertise will be profiled on our shows and online segments that will provide you with valuable marketing tools which you can use on your sites.
And your business will also gain exposure to our Undercover Jet Setter global reach of over 120 million across all of our platforms.
Drop us a line here and let's partner up together.
And welcome back. We are here in Jacksonville enjoying the food, the fun, and the people, and this has turned out to be a great city.
Oh, absolutely. And Jacksonville also has a place in the history of a cryptocurrency that is sweeping the world.
It wasn't this non-gluten pizza in Jacksonville, Florida, but a local pizza place delivered a pizza called in by someone from London who paid for it with Bitcoin.
That was the first transaction ever done with Bitcoin.
Now, we are always trying to bring you disruptive companies and technologies here on Undercover Jet Setter.
Watch out for Bitcoin.
It is a cryptocurrency that avoids any government currencies. It is owned by the people who use Bitcoins. As a result, it is everywhere and nowhere.
Now, if you don't understand it now, don't worry. It requires you to change your thinking about money.
Because Bitcoins are created through a computer mining process that requires so-called miners and their computers to solve problems first, before a Bitcoin is created.
See what we mean? This is a great book to read, The Age of Cryptocurrency.
It is catching on in a huge way around the world, especially in Asia. There is a fear that governments will devalue their currency to continue paying for the excessive debt.
Bitcoin puts the power of the currency back into the hands of the people, not the politicians or the bankers.
Now, are there some hurdles still? Sure.
For instance, the transaction allows you to be anonymous. This can be difficult for law enforcement.
Another hurdle is getting more merchants to take Bitcoin. This is beginning to happen. Many more companies are now accepting Bitcoin.
In fact, we know someone who has literally lived off of Bitcoins for the last 2 years in South Korea.
Why is this happening? There are no transaction fees like the processing fees that banks charge when you pay or transfer money. This keeps prices low and keeps more money in your pocket, not the bank's.
If you're a jet setter looking for cutting-edge disruption, it is worth your time to check it out.
We have this site that you can get involved in. And if you're interested in cryptocurrency, check out this site again, and we're going to have a lot more coming up on future shows about how this will affect you as far as travel and jet setting.
And when we come back, we unveil a deal for you at one of our favorite all-inclusive resorts. We are in Cozumel, Mexico.
You may have noticed, but the majority of Undercover Jet Setter is shot on the iPhone.
So that means you can create your own TV show.
You may want to have great vacation videos.
Well, we've made it easier for you with our book. It's called The TV Studio in Your Hand.
It's a quick read, and you can get it here.
So bring us along for your next vacation video or your new TV show. Refreshing and extremely healthy drink to go with everything. Try this one.
It is called A1C, and it's conceivably the healthiest drink ever made.
A1C is the first scientifically designed diabetic drink in the history of the world, and we love it.
And it's just not for people with diabetes, although it is great for that. Anyone can enjoy the wonderful health benefits and delicious flavor.
Go to a1cdrinks.com to try it and use coupon code JETSETTER1 for a 5% discount.
Cheers, Jet Setters. We witnessed the making of a new drink. It's called the Pancake. It is Bailey's and Crown Royal Maple.
It is delicious. It's one of those drinks you have right before going to work on a Friday, or maybe even a Saturday.
For us, it is more of an after-dinner drink, but the collaboration started at the Crown Plaza at the Jacksonville Airport.
It all started at the Rainforest Lounge with our colleague and Pancake co-creator, Trey Ford.
Well, I came and over to the bar, and she asked what I wanted with my Baileys. Typically, you put it with some coffee, but she had this Crown Maple, and so it seems like a breakfast drink, like he said. You know, drink it before you go to work on a Friday. And so I said, well, why not call it the Pancake? So got the Pancake. It's Baileys mixed with Maple Crown Royale.
His collaborator was Sue, the bartender at the Rainforest Lounge.
I said, Bailey's? I said, just Bailey's? He said, no, give me some Crown. I was like, I have a thought. I said, how about the maple? I said, tastes like trouble and tastes like another. He's back for more.
So there you have it, a great bartender and a great drinker exploring new libation lands to bring you the Pancake.
And you heard it all first on Undercover Jet Setter. Welcome back, everyone. We are in Jacksonville, Florida, enjoying the sun, sand, and great food and drinks that this town has to offer.
And at some point, you may want to try an all-inclusive.
And one of our favorites is the Hard Rock Resort.
And you just found out that there are some great deals coming up that you can take advantage of.
The Hard Rock has some of the best all-inclusives, and they are growing. You literally get there and put your wallet and credit card away. But you get even more with the resort credits.
Yeah, what's great about our resort credit is that it's limitless. So nobody's telling you how to spend your money. You can spend it all in the spa. You can go to the spa every day if you want to. You can spend it on golf, on tours, on various excursions. Another great feature is that it depends on how long you stay. You're always going to get some sort of resort credit, but even if you only stay 3 nights, you'll get $500. Stay 7 nights, you'll get $1,800.
And at certain times of the year, like in the fall season, you get even more.
During certain seasons, we'll actually double the resort credit. So if you travel during September and October, for example, we can double the resort credit from $1,800 to $3,600 to spend in the spa, to go on tour, to play golf, however you want to do that.
Check out all the Hard Rock all-inclusives right here, and Jet Setter Deals can help you find the right one for you.
And in future shows, we'll have more on the Hard Rock all-inclusive resorts. Plus, you can go to this website to get even more information.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Tweet us at UCFoodieTV, #UndercoverJetSetter. Send us all your favorite food and drinks.
And when we come back, we're going to take you to a golf course with a very strange par 4.
And you play it in a most unconventional way.
You may not have noticed, but the majority of Undercover Jet Setter is shot on the iPhone. So that means you can create your own TV show, or you may want to have great vacation videos. Well, we've made it easier for you with our book. It's called The TV Studio in Your Hand. It is a quick read, and you can get it here. So bring us along for your next vacation video or your new TV show.
You can find Undercover Jet Setter on Wingding TV, a streaming channel, and so much more.
Like us, you can have your own show or channel to promote your business and reach more customers.
Because Wingding Media is also a social media and digital marketing giant.
Look what they've done for the Ultimate Long Drive Championships.
More than 1 million viewers with 30 licensed partnerships sold around the world.
So, check out wingding.tv to watch Undercover Jet Setter or to create something for your own business. For a refreshing and extremely healthy drink to go with everything, try this one.
It is called A1C, and it's conceivably the healthiest drink ever made.
A1C is the first scientifically designed diabetic drink in the history of the world, and we love it.
And it's just not for people with diabetes, although it is great for that. Anyone can enjoy the wonderful health benefits and delicious flavor.
Go to a1cdrinks.com to try it and use coupon code JetSetter1 for a 5% discount.
Cheers, Jet Setters.
Buckle up, Jet Setters. We are taking you on a trip to Hell's Kitchen.
The world's first Hell's Kitchen at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, that is.
If you're a fan of the global hit reality TV show, you know this is Gordon Ramsay's baby, and it lives up to everything he is known for and then some.
And it's a must-do when you're in Vegas. This bad boy overlooks the Vegas Strip with stunning floor-to-ceiling windows.
The restaurant is set up just like the show, with the red team and the blue team serving up signature dishes from the kitchen.
But first, we kick things off with a couple of cocktails.
Smoke on the Boulevard. You are on the famous Las Vegas Boulevard, after all, aka the Strip, and this is a sexy, smoky, sultry drink from head to toe.
It's Woodford Rye, Aperol, Amaro Averna, and Sweet Vermouth.
All smoked up with cherry wood, and one of the most sophisticated cocktails we've ever seen.
Now, when you want to impress the people you're dining with, get this. Just listen to our jet setter rave about it.
The Smoke on the Boulevard cocktail comes in this beautiful smoked chip wood box where they open it and reveal the smoke coming out of the box. Honestly, you will salivate for this drink. You will want another one, if not 3 or 4, I swear to you.
Now, if that doesn't blow you away, next we had the Pitchfork, with Bullet Bourbon, Giffard Pamplemousse, Fonseca 10-year tawny, lemon, and egg white.
Now, what is pamplemousse, you might ask?
Well, it's a pink grapefruit liqueur made in France.
Well, let's hear our jet setter's thoughts on this devilish drink.
Okay, so the Pitchfork was absolutely amazing. It was super smooth. It was the most amazing thing. Like, I would have never thought that like mixture of things would have been so awesome and so smooth and so creamy like that.
Now, if pamplemousse isn't your thing, this will win your heart over. Notes from Gordon.
A sublime concoction of Plymouth dry gin, green tea, lemongrass, peach, lemon, and
a message from Gordon.
Now, we can't tell you what our message was. You have to get your own.
Time to move on to some crazy good tastes of yum.
We know you're still thinking about that message from Gordon, but
this. Wild mushroom pizza, though. It's truffle Gouda, yes, truffle Gouda, grilled onions, and that creamy umami mixture of wild mushrooms. Need we say more?
With a perfect crispy crust, needless to say, it got raves from our Jet Setter diners. And there's no mushrooms left behind with this one.
That was my favorite. It was like the perfect amount of truffle because, you know, sometimes truffle oil or some kind of truffle could be too much. No, this was awesome. It was a perfect mix of flavors and the mushrooms were sauteed. It was awesome.
Next, lobster risotto. It's a classic dish that all the contestants have to make at some point, and here it is done perfectly.
And when it's done right, it's creamy and delicious with just a light al dente bite to the rice.
Plus, they add truffles, and the butter-poached lobster tail doesn't hurt either.
A melt-in-your-mouth short rib cheesesteak was next on the menu.
Leave it to the Gordon Ramsay team to elevate a cheesesteak.
And with caramelized onions, pickled Fresnos and jalapenos, plus provolone cheese. I mean, what more could you want?
Well, of course, the quintessential beef Wellington. Cooked to perfection, enveloped in a light and airy puff pastry with the incomparable duxelle lining.
And what is duxelle, you might ask?
It's a finely chopped combo of mushrooms, shallots, herbs like thyme or parsley that are sautéed in butter and reduced to a paste.
And that's what makes the lining of the puff pastry so tasty. The Wellington is served with potato puree, glazed root vegetables, and a red wine demi-glaze.
If you want the perfect illustration of a beef Wellington, this little number will do the trick.
Now, there is also a fabulous wine list to go with absolutely everything, too.
And no Gordon Ramsay dinner is complete without the final pièce de résistance, that is sticky toffee pudding.
Now, we are not big dessert fans, but we are big on this one.
And we get it any chance we can, as you may have noticed from some of our other segments.
Ah, yes, it's heavenly, caramelly goodness that you can't resist to the very last bite.
And this is how you know everyone loves it. They practically licked the plate clean and then talked about licking the plate clean.
It is absolutely mouth-watering. You will be licking every single plate regardless of what you order. I can guarantee you that much. You will absolutely love eating here.
So catch yourself a little hell the next time you're in Vegas.
Make your way over to Hell's Kitchen and get ready to turn up the culinary heat in your life.
We took our cameras and our golf game to a course called the Blackmore Golf Course just south of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
And it offers you a unique choice of a hole, and you took that challenge.
We traveled to Murrells Inlet just south of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to get some low country golf. This is Blackmore, a Gary Player design, but the Black Knight uses a lot of the Old South in his design. This is a former rice plantation, and this is a course you must play, but play smart, as head pro Jeff Deal tells me.
Well, it's not an overly long golf course, but it is tricky in spots, and it's a course you need to play a couple times for sure. A lot of dog legs, some decision making throughout your round is prevalent to scoring well. So definitely a course you need to play a couple times for sure.
So maybe not take the driver out as much?
No, you don't. Depending upon how long you can hit it, you can lay it out in the fairways with a 3-wood, and in some of the holes even a long iron or a hybrid. I just played the other day and I hit a lot of hybrids just to try to score. I was trying to beat somebody. But you could also try to cut some of those dog legs and really get a little flip wedge in your hand. So it gives you some really good decisions to make, and depending on where you want to go with your round.
The signature hole is the 8th hole. It is a par 4, but it offers you a tasty choice or a show your stuff challenge.
It's a dog leg, pretty much a dog leg. Just make a right-hand turn if you lay it out, but there's also another fairway that you can shoot straight down to the right, and it takes you right to the hole, and it's only about 275 to 285 to the front of the green. So it does entice a lot of people, but it's narrow. The fairway is mounding, almost like a link style golf course where you might not have an even lie when you get out there. but it does give you a couple of options. And I love to sit out in the trees and just watch people, see what they're doing. It's a lot of fun.
Now, my playing partner on this day is New York Jimmy, just off hip replacement surgery. You couldn't tell though, he still hits it good. But he takes the safe way on the 8th hole. He drills it down the left side and leaves himself about 120 yards.
The smart play is always to play the left side of the fairway and then make your right and hit your little approach shot onto the green.
So New York Jimmy is the smart guy, but me, well, what if I'm feeling it?
So if you hit the ball fairly straight off the tee with your driver, at least 250, 260, 270, it's worth going for.
It absolutely is. It's narrow. It doesn't give you a lot of room for error. If you miss, you'll be in some trouble.
Hey, this is Undercover Jet Setter. So I take the plunge and I crush my drive right into the right trees. But luckily it drops down in the tree-lined rough. Now, New York Jimmy hits a beauty to the green. Me, well, I have to pull off another Seve Ballesteros escape act. I hit a fade from under the tree from about 140 and leave it just past the back pin, barely off. Jimmy misses his birdie and has a ho-hum par. Me, I actually miss my birdie chip and tap in for a more exciting par, but no better than Jimmy. So what does head pro Jeff Deal think of that?
It's just like, no matter what, if you play a venue where there was an open or something, you're just going to try and play the back tees like the pros do. And big mistake. Just play for those shots, score well, come back, then you can go for some of those other fun things.
Or be real lucky. Blackmore is a great track with great folks. It is worth playing, but you have to take on that challenge of number 8. Hopefully you'll be more skilled and as lucky as I was. Now, besides that unique hole, Pawleys Island has a lot of great restaurants nearby.
And we will have a lot more of that coming up in future shows. Until then, thanks for joining us from Jacksonville, Florida.
Cheers. Even good in plastic.
Undercover Jet Setter is booming.
We are looking for partners to attract consumers interested in travel, food, mixology, wine, restaurants, and golf.
Your business and expertise will be profiled on our shows and online segments that will provide you with valuable marketing tools which you can use on your sites.
And your business will also gain exposure to our Undercover Jet Setter global reach of over 120 million across all of our platforms.
Drop us a line here and let's partner up together.